Hello, my name is Heath Johnson. I am a consultant with NCSI, and I'm going to demonstrate working with a masked field such as a Social Security number in a request offering. And what I'm going to demonstrate is masking a field, so when I type in my Social Security number and save the service request, then the analyst working on the ticket in the help desk or service desk won't be able to see my full Social Security number. But also what I want to do is unmask it for someone like who might be as part of the HR team or working in the HR group, that person can see the full number and be able to enter it into another system that might contain some employee information. So first thing, I'm going to open up my browser. I've already logged in under the administrator role and open up the request offering workspace. And I've already started a request offering, and I just going to title it SSN masking. So I put the @ at the beginning of the name, so it puts the request offering at the top of the list and makes it easier to find. Once I'm done testing and I'm good with it, then I'll remove the @ so it just gets listed in its normal alphabetical order. So opening this up, I'm not going to worry too much about details on the first page or the request fulfillment page. My main focus is going to be the design request form. What I want to do is add in a field, which would be a text number or mask field. This will be the one that captures the Social Security number. So I'm going to give it a label and go into the properties. And what I want to do is change the type from alphanumeric to Social Security number. And then at the bottom, I want to give it a unique ID. So I'm going to save this. And actually, I want to make sure that I publish this action. Publish it. And I'm just going to publish it to any org unit location and then save it. This one. I'm logged in as Kyle Smith, and under the self-service mobile role, open up the service catalog and find my SSN masking service catalog item, and I have a field here for Social Security number. So I can type it in, let's review and submit, and then submit again. And I can view my created item, and I can see here's my Social Security number. If I go back to my other browser where I'm logged in as an analyst or administrator and open up the service request workspace, I see this ticket that was submitted by Kyle, and I'm not able to see all the Social Security numbers, which is good. But in the case of let's say I'm an HR person and I need to see the full number, then let's configure that so we can expose or unmask the Social Security number and then limit it to just the HR team. Okay, so what I want to do is go back into my request offering, into the form design, and drag in another text number or mask field to the form. This one, I'm just going to label it SSN Unmasked. And on the default value, I want it to be the same as the Social Security number that gets entered in. And then the text, or the unique ID, I'll just label it unique SSN Unmasked. Okay, let's preview it. And now I can see as I type in my Social Security number at the top, it just gives me just the numerical digits in the second field. Okay. I'm going to save it. Now if I go into my other browser and submit another request, I can see I have this SS Unmasked field. When I tab off or mouse click off, it gives me the full digits. So what I want to do next, I want to hide this unmasked field from the self-service mobile role, but I want to make it visible to, let's say, someone on the HR team. I'm going to finish submitting this. And then I can review the created item. I can see both Social Security numbers there. If I go into the service request workspace and look at that latest ticket that's been submitted, now I can see both numbers, the masked number and then the unmasked number. But I only want to show this to those who are in the HR team. We do that by going into the request offering and editing this unmasked, and we want to change the visible properties. So I want to select expression, and then here's an expression that I've already configured or tested out. So I want to use this syntax or this function, current user in team, and type in HR. Now when I'm doing this, I want to make sure that my user that I'm configuring this with is in the HR team, or else I will get some errors and it just won't work right. And then I also want to make sure that I don't show this field for the self-service mobile role. So I use the function current user role, and it's not equal to self-service mobile. If I click on OK here, let's save it. Then go into my other browser, and let's look at my items. This is the one I just submitted. So now I can only see my Social Security, and it looks like it switched over to masking some of those. Instead of using X's, it uses zeros. Now this user, Kyle Smith, is just in the service desk. So I'm going to switch over to service desk analyst role, just so I can look at the ticket and verify that, yes, the field is not visible. And I also have another user that's part of the HR team that I'll log in, and just to make sure that the unmasked field is visible. So this is the ticket, and I don't see the unmasked field. Now if I look at, if I'm gonna log out and then log in as another user that is part of the HR team. This is a Sam Jones. Log in as service desk analyst role. Look at all the service requests, and then open up this one. And then now I can see both the masked and the unmasked Social Security number, and that's as long as my user, in this case Sam Jones, is a member of the HR team. Now I can take it one step further and go and hide this field from the service desk, or anyway, from other roles or teams, but I won't do that in this demonstration. So let's just do one more check. We're going to go to the self-service mobile role, just to make sure that I can't see it under Sam, even though this person is a member of the HR team. And actually what I'll need to do is create a new one. under Sam's name. So I just submitted the item. I'm going to review it. I can't see the unmasked field. And then we'll switch to the service desk analyst role. And then now I can see it and then be able to copy that to another system as needed. I hope this demonstration and video was helpful. Thanks for taking the time to watch it, and have a great day.